I'm about to do something that none of these online coaches and marketers are willing to do. Maybe half the reason is because they're scared of revealing what really goes on in the business. And the other half is that most people are not really doing what they're saying. They tell you they are making hundreds of thousands of dollars with their agency or selling digital products, or whatever it may be. But actually they're making money selling courses and teaching others how to do it when they're not actually doing it themselves. So I want to just end that here, because I'm going to be taking you directly inside my dashboard, showing you the results, showing you the proof right in front of your eyes, then revealing our products, breaking it all down, showing you exactly how this business model works and how I made over $600,000 teaching Muslims the Quran. So let's dive straight into it. We're going to start off with one of our main products, the eBook. As you can see, I'm inside this cart dashboard. It's called Thrive Cart. This is where we collect payments for our products. We have our checkout pages over here. I'm going to explain in a moment what checkout pages are, but first let me show you the results. So we see the eBook over here. I've selected one of the eBooks we've set up. We will sell multiple products at different times of the year when we're conducting tests. Maybe we're testing pricing. Maybe we're testing different checkout pages. So just this one, as you can see, 9,700 sales, $264 almost $1,000 in gross revenue. Net revenue after refunds, $248,000. Now, maybe you look at that, you're like, why the refund rate so high? This is just common in business. Many people buy products. They find they don't want it for whatever reason, maybe financial reasons, maybe they just didn't like the product, because we can't please everyone. We offer 30-day, sometimes we offer 60-day money back guarantee. Some people, they'll download the product and then they'll claim a refund. But hey, we don't judge them. That's not our business. So that's one of the eBook. Let me open a different one. So this one, done $31,685 in gross revenue. Let's see this one. So this one's like $8,800. Let's see if there's any more with more revenue on this one. Got $1,200 on it. This is all just a eBook, so you can see all the revenue. You can do the math yourself. You can pause this video. You can see this guy, he's not making up the numbers. So yeah, look, $39,000 here on gross revenue. So you just add all those numbers up of the eBook and you find that it's way over $300,000. Since we moved it to the other platform, we've done a good few 5 figures on there. So the eBook alone has sold over $350, maybe about $400,000 to date. And you're wondering, like, when are we going to get into how does this all work? How do you actually do this? I am going to get into that. But first, I just want to sell the score and let you know that, look, we are actually doing this. This is real. This is actually happening in real time. Today just started for me at 3:20 a.m., $64.90 revenue for one of our products in here. And in our other platform where we have all the other products hosted, there's a good few hundreds of dollars in revenue over there. So this is real time. This is actually happening. I show you one of our other products, Quran Blueprints, and we look at that all time. That product has generated $212,000. So this has way less refunds. People really love this product, and 14,842 sales there. Let me see if we have another Quran Blueprints that has revenue on it. This one, we've not changed it many times. We just use the same one, and we've not had to test many different checkout pages. So you can see in 2023, no revenue. In May 2024, we launched this. So in 2024, this product did $125,000. We're coming to 2025. So far, this product, we are in June now. This product has done $87,668. How does this actually all work? So we look at the content of the Quran Blueprints. This is one of our most recent products. If I load it up and I give you a look at it, it looks like this. It's one-page study outlines for each and every surah of the Quran. So we thought about this and we identified a problem that most Muslims, they're unable to understand the Quran. And it's not necessarily their fault. As you reach adulthood, if you haven't been taught this stuff young, it's hard to find the time. To the depth of the knowledge available is really hard to comprehend for most people. You would typically require guidance, a teacher to take you through it. Because the books, they're very thorough, they're very complex. As you can see, it's a very short website. It's a very simple website because the product, it sells itself. That's the beauty of the model that I teach. We don't need to sell ourselves. As you see, there's no video on here. There's no picture of me on here. It's just a product, because the product is self-explanatory. It's one-page study outline for each and every surah of the Quran. And so people look at it and they can make a decision that, yeah, this would be useful to me. If not, so be it. And if so, for many people, as you can see, over 14,000 people, they looked at this and thought, yeah, 100%, that would be useful to us. And so, as you see, we offer the unconditional money back guarantee over here. And that's it. They can now click this buy button. I'll take them to the checkout page, as I showed you in Thrive Cart, where our checkout pages are hosted. It's a $9.95 product. Now, how do we actually then become really profitable on these products? Is by making additional offers in the process. Now, the additional offers we make, they don't take from the original product. We're not leaving anything out. We're just suggesting if you have more time and you want to dive deeper into your study, then we suggest you also buy this product, because this won't be for everyone. Not everybody wants or has the time to read a 108-page book. Maybe some people are not even into reading books, and so they will not be able to utilize this information. So for those that don't want it, they can simply uncheck, and they don't need to take this book. And those that do, they can check this. And now, all of a sudden, the customer is worth $28.95 to us. But then that's not it. You're thinking of $10 and you could take 14,000 sales. That's only $140,000. But when we add the additional products, we've got it becomes $28.95 here. But then that's not it. If we go into edit the funnel, and what you'll see is once they purchase the product, we'll make them an additional offer. And we'll say you're here now. We've actually created these other blueprints. Now, this is a more comprehensive study once again. So we suggest on this page, you can actually just get all of these as a bundle, because now they're a customer of ours. So it's only right that we give them a discount. We make them a special offer that's not available to anyone else, because you've already given us money. So we want to make you an exclusive offer, make it easy for you to capture all of this information and get an affordable price, even though already everything is pretty affordable that we sell. But we want to make it even more accessible to you, because you're here now, you've committed to the journey. Then this is the perfect time to make you an additional offer. So we suggested them they can buy the complete blueprint collection, and they don't have to. They can simply click here, I'm not interested in this right now, and they can refuse it. But if they like it, if they're interested, they want to save a bit of money and they want to get the complete collection, then for $37 only here, usually if you buy them individually, it'll cost you $81. And here we'll make them a discount, and you can buy this for $37. Now all of a sudden, our customer, if they buy the book, the Quran blueprints, and they buy this book and they buy this, now they're worth $65.95. And then we make them an additional offer. We only added this recently because we created a video program, a 21-day Quran immersion program, because one thing is understanding the Quran, but the other thing is applying the teachings to improve your life. So I created the concept of immersing yourself in the Quran. So I created this program to my own audience, and I'll show you in a moment. I've charged this to our customers and our email list, all of our database. We've sold this program for $199. But now that they're here and they're committed to learning and increasing their knowledge, and they're buying these products from us, we make them a special offer over here. And so we offer this program to them for only $67. Now if our customer buys this as well, the customer is worth $132.95. And so now you can understand that if you have 14,000 customers, and some people buy this program, some people buy this program, some people only buy the Quran blueprint, some people buy the book as well, and you add it all up, and now it makes sense how you get to $220,000. So this is how digital product businesses become profitable. It's a concept of adding, this is called a bump offer, making an additional offer at the checkout page, and then the concept of adding upsells. You don't make additional offers before they receive access to the product. Once they bought the product, you present them other offers that will be useful to them. You don't just present them for the sake of presenting them. No, if it's actually useful to them, if you're either saving them money, you're saving them time, you're making it easier for them to achieve their desired outcome, you can make them additional offers in the process, and they can consider them. They're not forced to buy them, but if they wish to, they can take them. And nobody has a problem with this, right? Because we're making you a deal, and at the same time, we're just trying to serve you better. We're just trying to give you more knowledge. We're exposing you to the rest of our products. Now, usually, if you go to a Shopify store, if you're buying clothes or you're buying anything online, you'll see all the catalog in front of you. But what that creates is decision fatigue. There's so many decisions you can make. You don't know what to buy. What pants should I add? What t-shirt should I add? What, maybe should I add some hat? Do I need a belt? And you often might find, even in your own life, you start browsing, shopping, and you're going to buy some things. Maybe even you're doing grocery shopping online. And there's so many decisions to make that you end up doing nothing. You end up buying nothing. So we limit the decisions. When they come to our Quran Blueprints page, the only thing they can buy is a Quran Blueprints. And as they go through the process, then we present them our other offers that will be useful to them. We don't present them our random products. Maybe you were out shopping for a t-shirt, but now you start seeing pants, you start seeing belts, you start seeing caps. All this stuff is distracting you, and you end up forgetting what you actually came to purchase. So we don't want to do that over here. We want to present them one solution to the one problem that they're facing. And then to complement that, we say, if you want to take it a step further and you want to deep dive into your study, then you might want to consider the Quran book. Now, once they bought this, we'll say you have committed the journey of understanding the Quran. Well, what about adding the study of the Seerah? And what about the study of Islamic history? Would that be useful to you? Is that something you also want to explore? Sure. We've got this whole collection here and you can buy that at a discounted price. And so this way we increase what we call the average order value, because this whole business breaks down to two factors. One, and I should write it down over here so you can have these, the two most important components of this business. One is CAC, cost to acquire a customer, and two is AOV, average order value. So this is how much you spend to acquire a customer. How much does it cost you to actually generate this customer, get this customer to your website and buy your product? And this is how much a customer spends on average with you. So if we go back a second, we can see that we have 212,000 gross revenue. So let me take this for you. 212,643.75. And we divide that by the amount of customers we had. How many? 10,391. What number this gives us is our average order value. So if we go back to this notepad over here, our AOV equals $20.46. Now, if we look at the cost, all we need to do is spend less than the AOV to acquire a customer, and we will be profitable. It's as simple as that. If I spend $10 to acquire a customer and my customer spends $20, what happens? You double your money. You're spending $1 and you're bringing back $2. It's as simple as that. And so that's all this business boils down to. Your cost to acquire a customer and your average order value, how much money a customer spends on average with you. And so how do we then acquire the customer? We built this product, we've created the website. I've showed you what the website looks like. You can open this up on your own side and you can see these are very simple websites, very easy to put together. So what you need to now understand, how this business model works, how we get profitable. Now I've shown you, we use additional offers to get profitable, because if we only had this product over here and our AOV was $9.95, that means our average order value would be $9.95, because the only thing they could buy from us is a product for $9.95. Now, if we spend $10 to acquire a customer and a customer spends $9.95, what happens? You lose 5 cents. You're not turning a profit. And as you would start to grow and increase your spend to acquire more customers, usually what would happen is this cost will increase. And now if you're spending $15, guess what? You're in a loss. So the only way to make this work is to have your customers spend more money. How do you get them to spend more money? Is by making additional offers in the sales process. Now let's get to, how do we acquire a customer? So we use Facebook ads. Okay, I'm going to take you to the ad library. You can go here as well, facebook.com/ads/library. If I go to all ads and I type in Quran blueprints, and what we see is our ads from the Islam Institute. These are active ads. These are running right now. And so we create these simple ads. In this case, it's a video of us flicking through the pages of the Quran blueprints, just displaying the product, showing it to them, right? Exactly what it looks like. We have others, a bit of voiceover, visuals of the product. You can even use image ads. You can use video ads. We test everything. In this case, we found that the video ads work the best. Simple as that. So we have a bit of text over here. We have a video. And when people see this ad, they'll have a button like this, learn more. When they click this learn more, it'll take them to a page. And that's it. So we utilize meta advertising to get visitors, ultimately get customers. So how does the advertising break down? Meta ads. One, we set up our Meta Ads Manager. You can Google this stuff after. In there, we set up a Facebook page. Now, the thing about Meta is that it covers Facebook and Instagram. So we set up a Facebook page and Instagram page. 3, we connect the pages to the Meta Ads Manager. 4, we create simple ads, text, and video. So I showed you we have text over here and a video over here and then a headline over here. Text, video, and headline. Now, all of this stuff can be done using AI. It's that simple today. You can feed this product to AI. If I give you a quick example, I open up one of my AI tools that I use. Create me a meta ad for this product. I gave it the context of the product. I told it to create me an ad. So here's a headline. Finally, study every surah with confidence. 1-page blueprint for all 114. I wouldn't say chapters, I would say for 114 surahs. Go to action. For example, it's so simple that I can take this. It needs to read like this, but I want an entirely new variant. I want it to be completely different. So I'm going to give it this ad copy that we already have. The 3-step method that turns overwhelming Quran study into meaningful understanding in under 10 minutes per surah. That's it. That's a beautiful ad. That's something I would genuinely use. Now I've got my ad copy. Yep, we create that with AI. Then we set up a campaign in Meta Ads Manager. So we set a campaign up in there. We set the budget to $10 per day. And so now it's like this. We start spending $10 per day. And let's say we target US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. These are the 5 countries. And we also target worldwide. So we'll set up what you call ad sets. So let me just break this down one step further. We set up 2 ad sets. This terminology, we explain in the training, and you can study it also on Google and YouTube. So we set up 2 ad sets. What ad sets are is decides who you are targeting. So we'll set $5 per day per ad set. One ad set will target only these top 5 countries, and one ad set will target the entire world. So we set that up now, and it's just like this. If we spend $10 per day and average cost per click, CPC stands for cost per click, equals, let's say, 50 cents. So we spend $10 a day and average cost per click is 50 cents. That means we get 20 visitors per day. Now, if of these 20 visitors, we can get 20% to purchase our product, how many people is that? Equals 4 people. Now, how much do we generate on average per customer? $20. So 4 times AOV $20 equals $80. Now, if we spend $10 and make $80, that equals $70 profit. That means we're 8xing our money. And this is as simple as it is. At $70 profit per day, you're making $2,100 profit per month from a simple product, just like the one I've shown you. And the opportunities are endless. We've done it for Islamic education. Many of my clients operate in many different niches. There's the one here, one of my clients, 7-day homework flow. This is for parents of ADHD children to help them complete their homework. So the opportunities are endless. You're not limited to just doing Islamic education. One of my other clients, he teaches sales, how to close sales over the phone. And as you can see, no video once again, and he's doing exceptionally well. So say the opportunities are endless. There are countless digital products you can sell, countless solutions, countless markets that you can go into. But I just wanted to give you our example and explain to you how the business model works. So we sell these 2 ad sets, we direct them to a 1-page website. I've given you an example of those. Leads to checkout page. On checkout page, we make additional offer. This offer is referred to as the bump offer because it's just a bump. It's just there. You can just, it's just on the checkout page and bam, you can bump it. And then after purchase, we make additional offer. This is referred to as the upsell. Literally as simple as that. The more offers you have, the more money you can make per customer. The more money you can make per customer, the more money you can spend to acquire a customer, and the more sustainable and scalable your business is. So following these economics, these numbers right here, we have been able to spend maybe about $150,000, $180,000 on ads over the last 2.5 years. And we've generated over $600,000 across our products just in this market, just for Islamic education. And we sell other products, other markets. We don't show our face. We don't record videos. We don't take phone calls. And we produce considerably crazy numbers doing this. So I hope I have explained this model to you really well. And you can see now how I made over $600,000 teaching the Quran. And I'm not a scholar. I'm not an expert. And maybe when I give the examples and I talk about it, you can tell that I'm genuinely nobody special. I showed you this example, this product, Quran Blueprints. It cost me $400 to put this together. I had a writer do all the research and compile all the information to create the sheets. That cost me about $150. Then I had somebody design this entire product to make the pages look as nice as they look. That cost me around $250. I know in $400, I had created this product and I hosted it on this simple website, which cost me $20 a month to run. So now my costs are about $420. One is recurring $20 a month that I pay to keep this website alive. And this checkout solution that I use, I paid for this one time back in 2016. I paid for this $1,000, but I've been using it since 2016 now. If I go on this platform and I look at all time, see from this platform, it cost me $1,000 all those years ago to get, and I made over $776,000 using this platform across many products. Now I use a different solution and I pay for that every month, but that also operates just like this. But I like this solution because it was a one-time payment and I can use it for a lifetime. So if you consider all of this, about $997 I paid for this solution all those years ago, that doesn't even count in the cost because I'd made my money back maybe 100 times over with that investment back then. So if you consider that it cost me $420 to get this whole thing set up, and this one product that I give the example that cost me $420, it's made me over almost $220,000 in revenue, and of profit of that will be about $120,000 to $130,000 in just May 2024. I created this and we are just a month after May now, so it's just been over a year. We generated over $220,000 with this, over $120,000 minimum net profit. And so if you break that down over 12 months, that's over $10,000 a month net profit that was generated by just this one product. That's literally real money that came straight into the bank that I can use now to develop more products, to have a much larger impact. I can use to donate, I can use to develop new products, I can use to hire team members, I can use to make a big difference in the world, and also a big difference in my life, for my family, for my loved ones, and all my extended family. So I hope I painted a clear picture on how this business model works and why I believe it's the number one digital business model in the entire planet right now. There's obviously many business models offline. You start a gas station, I don't know, start a shop, start brick and mortar. From my experience in the UK, most offline businesses struggle. It takes them over 3 years to even become profitable, and most people never reach the 3-year mark and they just go bankrupt. So offline businesses are totally out of the picture. We talk on digital business models. They're starting an agency that requires a lot of technical know-how. It requires leadership skills. It requires fulfilling services, being good at fulfilling a service. It requires speaking to clients, speaking to them on the phone. Then we have drop shipping, the trouble of finding products, dealing with suppliers, shipping products never reaching, the refund, the disputes, the issues you get over there, the stress, the margins, they're so small. Once again, not a great business model. And for all of these, it requires you either do a lot of testing, risk a lot of money, or you're an expert at something. And if you're not any of those, then what do you tend to? And this is the business model you tend to, because this business model, you can have no technical know-how. You don't need to be an expert at any subject matter. You don't necessarily need to be passionate about anything. You can find a great idea, a great market, identify a problem, develop a solution as simple as the ones I've showed you today. And tomorrow you can get your website live. The day after you can start running ads, and the day after you can start making money. It's never been easier to start a digital product business today in 2025, especially with the help of AI. I truly believe this model, if you get a hold of it, if you go deeper into it, you'll truly realize that it's never been easier to make money online. If you want our further support, you can book a call with my team or myself, and we'd more than happily get on a call, discuss this business model further with you, see if we can help you design a plan, and see if we can work with you one-to-one to help you get the setup. That's me for now, and I look forward to speaking with you very soon.